Good morning. Good morning. This is Chris, your financially sassy coach. I am here this morning with my little assistant in the background. That is Maggie. She is taking a nap this morning. Today is Financial Freedom Friday, and so I'm going to talk to you about something that I feel is very important if you ever want to have financial freedom. Let me invite here a couple of friends. If you learn anything from these videos and you like camaraderie, you like being part of a movement, something that's bigger than yourself, please invite your friends, invite your girlfriends to join us here. It's a safe place. It's a place where you can ask any question you want and there's nobody judging you. It is a great place to be. Let's see. Let me know that you're here by just giving me a thumbs up so I know you are listening, and let's start. We're going to talk today about something that I learned a long time ago. It's called the Cash Flow Quadrant. Now, some of you may have heard of Rich Dad Poor Dad. If you haven't, you need to read his book. He's got several books, but you need to read at least one of the books, which is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I just now noticed I'm a little blind. I just now noticed it said I was typing Keeping It Real with Chris, and it does not say Keeping It Real with Chris. It says, who knows what that is. Anyhow, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining us today. Okay, so the Cash Flow Quadrant. The reason why this is so important when it comes to becoming financially free is that if you are working, if you have an employer that you're working for and you're actually making them rich, you're not making yourself rich. And there is no security in a job these days. Yes, Nina, I love the books. Really, one of the books. My dad's always been in real estate, but I really didn't decide to do real estate until I read the first book of Robert Kiyosaki, which was Rich Dad Poor Dad. And I realized I don't want to work for anyone else. I want to start working for myself. However, okay, so you go from, in the cash flow quadrant, you go from being employed to being self-employed. And this is on one side of the quadrant. Now, the people that are on this side of the quadrant are actually, their mindset is all about security. And one thing, when you become self-employed, it's great that you're working for yourself. However, if you talk to any entrepreneur, they work more hours. We work a lot of hours on our business because we want to make it successful. There is, being self-employed it's a good thing. However, it's not usually the way that's going to take you to financial freedom. So on the other side of the quadrant, you have the people that are thinking of freedom. See, the other side is about security, and then you have the other side that is about freedom. Do you want freedom? Financial freedom is actually going to give you security, but security necessarily isn't going to bring you financial freedom. So as on the other side of the quadrant, you have a business owner. That's different than self-employed. Business owners actually have people working for them that are helping them. It's like being like the employee that we just talked about. You actually have employees that are helping you make money. This is the place you want to be. Okay, that's one of the places. The other is being an investor. Why do you think that this is so important? Why do you think being an investor is so important? I'll tell you. The reason is